Li Dayin, Tian Tao, and Chad have all turned up to the Asian Championships 2023 with one goal in mind: to be the number one ranked 89 kilo lifter in the world, or more specifically, in China. You see, going to the Olympics isn't as easy for these three lifters as it is other athletes in the world, because only one of them can go to the Olympics. The battle between these three lifters might just turn out to be the most compelling of all of the pre-Olympic battles. And their first training session here prior to competing at the 2023 Asian Championships showed us what kind of shape they are really in. And the answer? Very good shape. Don't forget to subscribe for more great weightlifting content. Li Dayin, the world record holder in the Snatch in the 81 kilo category, has gained weight despite the rumours that he would be unable to move up a category because he was already carrying about as much muscle mass as was possible for him. But it looks like he took the advice of his team and of the keyboard warriors and has continued in his bulk, gaining maybe a little bit more fat, but he is looking ridiculously muscular as an 89. Tian Heart Attack Tao is also back, and for the first time in arguably 2, but maybe the first time in as many as 4 years, is actually looking to be in great shape. That's based on what I've seen from him, but also based on what I've heard from those close to him. But the 240 kilo front squat that he builds up to, plus the 200 kilo clean and jerk he did the next day, is strong evidence of the Tian Tao that we all know and love. And it's about time. I mean, Tian used to be the guy. World champion in 2019, world record holder at 231 kilos, known as the best cleaner in the world. And I can think of no better character arc than for Tian Tao to have retired after missing out from the Tokyo Olympics, only to return and go up against Carlos Nassar in Paris. Who knows, we could well see a 222 kilo world record attempt from him. Don't forget, he did make 218 kilos as an 85. And then finally, of course, we have Chad, or Liu Huanhua, who surprised us all at the 2022 World Championships. Not just for his ridiculous 215 kilo clean and jerk, but also for being the only Chinese 89 kilo lifter competing. The next Tian Tao, I had dubbed him as, but it looks like Li Dayin told him to hold his beer, while Tian Tao also took offense. Rumour has it that Liu Huanhua also just hit an unofficial clean and jerk world record of 221 kilos in a national competition. But because only 2 weightlifters are allowed to compete in a category from a single nation, Liu Huanhua will actually be lifting as a 96 kilo athlete here, because he's the only one to have already put in a total as an 89. And why is that important? Well, we'll get to that. But first, quickly, you may have noticed that these 3 lifters don't all train the same. Tian and Liu Huanhua are lifting together, but Li Dayin is lifting separately, performing different exercises. That's partly due to their different physiques, strengths, weaknesses, and tapering strategies. At WEIGHTLIFTING.ai, we take all of this into consideration. Tian Tao and Li Dayin are not just competing here in the battle to become Asian champion, or even in the battle of ranking high enough to qualify for the Paris Olympics. Those are just the first 2 battles, but really there are 4 battles. The third is that they are fighting it out against one another. The reason is, to qualify for Paris 2024, athletes must put up one big performance during the qualifying period. All those performances are then ordered and the top 10 lifters in the world are selected. But only one athlete per country can go. So in the extremely likely eventuality that Li Dayin, Tian Tao and Liu Huanhua are all in the top 10, the Olympics will only offer a place in the lineup to the top ranked of those 3 lifters. But it doesn't stop there, because the 4th battle is that they are also competing against all other Chinese athletes in all other categories, because China can only send 3 men out of 5 potential categories. Don't ask, it's just the rules. So they also need to show that they are more likely than lifters like Shi Ziyong or Li Fabin to win a gold medal at the Paris Olympics. And that's why it's also kind of like they are competing here to beat the world record total that Carlos Nassar hit at the European Championships last month, 395 kilos. Carlos will be the invisible athlete during this competition. If they can't beat Carlos's total, why would the Federation send them to Paris? And that's why the stakes here are so much higher than at normal Asian Championships. The battles and meta battles here get bigger and more important as they ripple out from one another. Tian Tao has a lot to prove, having been at one point known as the strongest cleaner in the world, and very much the favourite in Tokyo had he been selected. He's looking to make this competition, his comeback competition, a bit of a statement, a marker of his power. But likewise, Li Dayin, who up until Worlds last year lived in the shadows of Liu Huanhua in the 81 kilo category, now with a taste for gold finally, won't go back quietly to the shadows as the number 2 or even 3 ranked Chinese weightlifter. Li Dayin looked extremely strong in the pull here, power snatching 130 kilos like nothing, and more impressively, snatch deadlifting 250 kilos. With so much speed, it's certainly more of a pull than a deadlift. And Tian Tao showed us that he, once again, has nearly unrivaled leg strength in this category with his 240 kilo front squat. His 200 kilo clean and jerk from the following day was good proof of that. Li Dayin can pull better than Tian, but Tian has legs that Dayin trains for. A world record snatch and a world record clean and jerk are both possibilities. 180, 222 would do it for either of them. Li Dayin, a snatch world record holder, world champion, moving up a category. Tian Tao, a clean and jerk world record holder, world champion, moving down a category. And let's not forget, joining them, another ex-world record holder, Kianush Rostami, will be in the fight for champion of Asia. Watch it live here on the Weightlifting House YouTube.